FPV when you're... Not bad at all!
Not bad.
Hey guys, Steve from Flite Brothers, and today we're talking about these new mini FPV cameras that are coming out. You know, with the newfound popularity of these smaller micro brushless builds down all the way into that 190 size that are coming out, people are really looking for a quality FPV camera that can fit into those small frames. And so camera companies like Foxeer are answering back with these new FPV cameras like this Foxeer Arrow Mini. And this is a smaller version of the Arrow camera that you may know about, which includes a CCD sensor instead of a CMOS, so we know it's going to give us a great quality image with that great wide dynamic range option that they have. But also, this has the voltage sense and the built-in OSD that you might have been used to with the regular Arrow camera. But the awesome thing about it is that it's much smaller. You can see the difference between the standard Arrow camera and the Arrow Mini is quite significant. The size has been drastically reduced in order to fit it into these smaller frames that are becoming popular. Now, another thing that's nice about this, like I mentioned, is that built-in OSD that gives you the voltage readout so you can keep track of your battery voltage as you're flying. Also the ability to have your pilot handle labeled in the screen there and things like that in flight time. The camera comes with the typical metal mount that has the adjustable screw, so you can tip it at whatever angle you want and set screw to make sure it stays locked in the angle that you choose. And it also comes with the required wiring, including the board for programming the settings via the OSD. Now, one neat feature about this camera and also the new Arrow V3s is that they have this new firmware built in that gives you the option of like flight profiles where you can change depending on the environment that you're flying in, like sunny, cloudy, things like that. So I don't really have much more to show you in this way about this camera. So what I'm going to do now is go to the bench, hook it up to a DVR, and show you the OSD settings that you can change and the new additions to the firmware on this camera.
So here we are looking in the camera, and I'm going to press the menu button to pop up the traditional menu you're probably used to seeing. In here, there's nothing too terribly new. You have your lens settings that you can scroll through, or you can move down to the exposure menu and find that digital wide dynamic range that we use so often. Going back, you have your white balance options, backlight, day and night settings where you can adjust different color variations and contrast. DPC, this is the mode that tries to discover any dead pixels. It goes through this process if you select it. There's the special menu, which has things like cam title, motion, sensor, privacy. Nothing really too terribly new here. A reset option, and the exit to return back to your normal camera view. If I long press the up button for 5 seconds, it pops up the OSD menu. This has a few new features. First of all, you can change your name here. By default, it's set to Foxeer. I'm going to change it to my pilot handle, Sataby. It's easy to select the letters, just use your pad to scroll through and the center button to select the letters you want. When you're done, you can head down to exit to return back to the OSD menu. The other options here include ratio, modes, which is a new feature I'll show you in a moment. But you can also change the font, turn your name, time, and power settings on or off, default settings, and exit. Now we're going to head outside so I can show you what the different user settings do. So here we are outside, and I'm taking a look at the different mode settings. For starters, I want you to know that you have to be in a user mode in order to adjust the settings in the traditional menu. Whatever settings you adjust will save to the mode. Here we have default, vivid, sunny. Each one of these modes adjusts things like the white balance, the saturation, the contrast, and brightness for the environment that it's named after. Cloudy, and back to user 1 and user 2. And again, the settings yet you set for user 1 and user 2 will be saved, and you can change between custom settings that you choose. This is a great feature if you want to A/B different settings or just want to quickly adjust depending on the environment you're flying in. A new feature that's really a fantastic option. Here you can also change the location of the text on your screen in the OSD. If you long press left, you can move your pilot handle. Long press down, you can move the voltage display anywhere you'd like. Long press right, and you can move the timer to any place that you'd like on the screen as well. Also a nice feature if you're looking to customize the OSD feature. Now let's head back and give our closing thoughts.
So, as you can see, this new mini size is perfect for these smaller and smaller brushless builds coming out, as well as the built-in OSD with voltage sense and the new firmware with all those awesome settings that we just took a look at. This is a great camera for adding to those mini builds that you might be working on. And also, the new Arrow Mini comes with a really nice usable field of view lens, which I showed you in that DVR footage. It's a nice wide lens with minimal distortion, and so you don't really have to worry about, oh, I'm gonna buy a different lens for this now that I have it. The one it comes from is an excellent option. So if you're looking for a new FPV camera for that mini build that you're working on, take a look at it. We got a link in the description, and I want to thank Foxeer for sending it to us to take a look at, and all the other things that Foxeer has done to help us out here at Flite Brothers. And as always, friends, we'll catch you next time.